Alright, Yuri and I have a date today. Man, guess I was a lot more exhausted afterwards than I thought. I just barely remembered. But, an actual date. Not to say the library we went to wasn't one, or the times we hung out at my house, I suppose. Being with her these past couple of months has been great. We had gotten pretty close, much more than I thought. Luckily, we won't wait until the evening, so I have some time to live. I look back at my phone and look at the restaurant again. It seems pretty fancy. Maybe I should put on something a little more formal than my usual getup. Though, do I even have anything like that? I get up and start rummaging through my messy and junk-filled closet. I feel like an archaeologist digging through dirt in search of the golden treasure amongst the rocks and rubble of the site I call my closet. You know, it's funny. It's something I did in Take Two as well. But, like, you can kind of just barely see inside the closet that it's basically empty. But him having, like, a messy stuffed closet full of garbage is, like, one of those mod canon things. But then again, there were even times in the original where, like, they mention things that don't line up with the backgrounds and stuff. I feel like an archaeologist digging through the dirt in search of the golden treasure amongst the rocks and rubble of the side of my closet. I gotta have something in here that looks nice. At the far end of the closet, I spot a gray collared shirt hanging at the very end I must have forgotten I had. It's a bit wrinkled though, but nothing a little iron couldn't fix. I can get it done before I leave, shouldn't be too hard. After some time passes, getting myself prepped and all, I was ready to go. I grab my phone and type out a quick message to Yuri. On my way. A minute or two passes and she sends me an okay back immediately. That doesn't... It says a minute or two passes. It's not immediate if it... Whatever, you're an idiot. After taking one last look in the mirror and making some last-minute adjustments to my hair, I headed off. Going down this road, especially with what's going on, begins to spark some memories. Memories of sprinting through the winter cold, avoiding looks, all for a certain someone's uniform. The weather's definitely gotten warmer since that day, but it's still pretty chilly out. Walking back here at night is going to be torture, like a freezing Arctic wind, waiting to catch its next victim. Heh, sounds like something Yuri would say. If only I could replicate that kind of writing on my tests. You know, back whenever they did that winter rush scene, they kind of made it seem like he was going to get in trouble with the other girls over Yuri, and then nothing came of it, literally nothing. After a bit of time, walking and following the directions on my phone, the simple and lit sign for the restaurant comes into view. The whole place looks great, like something out of a romantic movie. The photos for display online really lived up to the real thing. Coincidentally, it was also pretty easy to find once I found out it wasn't too far from the library. Staring for a little while, I feel a tap on my shoulder. I slightly startled, I turn around and see Yuri behind me. Oh, hey, you. I turned to look at her, and suddenly found myself frozen in awe. Perhaps it was just the neon lighting and the sunset light falling in the right place, or the atmosphere of the area itself. But seeing her standing there, she looked absolutely breathtaking. It's there I had fully grasped the situation as the feeling hit me. This is our first planned out formal official date. Wow, you guys like climbed into bed together twice before having any actual dates. With both of those ideas taking all thoughts in my mind all at once, I now figured out why I could barely even speak. Hi, Yuri.
Hello, Holly. You look very handsome.
Thank you, Yuri. You, look wonderful as well. We stand there for a few moments, appreciating each other's appearances. I felt the wind breeze past quickly, catching us from our trances.
Thank you.
We stood there for a bit before I decided to break the silence. So this place looks great, Yuri. Very fancy, I should say.
Oh, yes. I thought it would be quite nice for a dinner for two.
I hold out my arm and give my most princely smolder I could muster. Smolder? Shall we dine then? Yuri giggles at my poor attempt at a posh accent, and she seems to play along.
Yes, let's.
Oh, hold on a second. I need an apostrophe there, because it's like, let us. Upon walking in, the vibe of the restaurant seems to change. The interior looked a lot like a fancier family restaurant in a way. It has a very comfortable, cafe-style kind of feel to it, despite its fancy looks from the outside. On top of that, it isn't too packed. Probably also why Yuri likes this place. The place didn't look too full, with maybe a handful of patrons in the whole dining room. After speaking with the hostess and waiting a couple minutes, a waitress comes and escorts us to our table. Once we got sat down, the waitress hands us some menus and water and left us to browse. This place is really nice, Yuri. It has a very nice atmosphere to it.
Yes, it's kind of simple, but I love the food here. as well as it being relatively close to the library.
Oh, I see. That's a really nice touch of coincidence, I have to say.
It was. I hope eating here is alright.
Oh, it's fine. It'll be great, I'm sure. I look through the menu and see quite a nice selection of things. From different seafoods, meats, salads, pasta, and even omelets. So anything that you recommend, Yuri?
Me? Uh, hmm. The curry omelet is always a good choice. It's simple but tastes delicious. The bolognese pasta also is good if you're in the mood for something like that. The sauce has a really nice flavor to it. And oh, their red wine steak platter is also really.
She names off a couple more different dishes with intricate descriptions of their tastes and ingredients, getting more excited with each one.
Oh, I hope I didn't ramble on too much.
Oh no, it's okay.
Sorry, that tends to happen.
Don't worry about it, Yuri. You looked really happy and I didn't feel like interrupting.
I see. Thank you, Hallie. This place holds a couple of good memories for me, I suppose. Along with the food, of course.
Oh, I see. This seems to be a bit of a go-to place for you, I'm guessing.
Yes, I guess it kind of is like that. My parents took me here for many celebrations since I was little. Birthdays, good grades, graduations. I'm really glad I was able to come and show this place to you.
It is pretty fitting. I suppose the two of us coming here on a date is a celebration in and of itself.
I agree. I don't think I would have ever thought of coming here for something like that before. But whenever I'm around you, I feel comfortable and happier.
I'm glad that you are happy, Yuri. It'll always be a highlight. The two of us smile at one another for a moment. After a few minutes, the waitress came by again to take our orders.
1 beef java curry and 1 red wine steak platter with potatoes, medium rare. Sounds great. We'll have that out for you in a jiffy.
Thank you very much. Java curry, like coffee, right? Can't say I have tried that before. Interesting.
I've heard of some recipes adding instant coffee to the mix, and coincidentally saw that they were adding it to the menu here. I wanted to taste it first before trying to make it myself.
Oh, I see. You like to cook a lot, huh, Yuri?
Oh, just a little bit. I just follow whatever's in the cookbooks.
Oh, cookbooks.
Yes, besides novels, I try to read a certain variety of books that can relate to my everyday life. I find it quite enjoyable.
I always thought she was only into fiction books. I don't see her reading much else often. Yeah, that's pretty cool, cooking things from scratch. I'm not much of a cook, but maybe one day we can cook together and taste each other's food. That'll be fun.
Yeah, maybe I think it will, with the two of us.
Definitely. We can even have a cookout with everyone too. Show off your cooking skills.
That sounds like fun as well.
The two of us laughed together, chatting a little while just before our food arrived. The two of us laughed together, chatting a little while just before our food arrived. Okay, I think it's probably fun.
Alright, here it is, 1 beef java curry and the red wine steak.
The waiter set down the steaming hot platters in front of each of us. It all looked really appetizing.
Enjoy!
Thank you for the meal. The two of us immediately get started and eat to our heart's content. And the steak is nice and juicy, and the sauce complements it quite well. Or no, if it's two people's hearts, it would be hearts apostrophe. Anyway.
Oh, what an interesting addition. So perhaps that's what it does to the flavor.
Have a revelation.
Oh yes. The curry seems to have a rather richer flavor with the addition of the coffee. I've always enjoyed it without it, but having it adds an interesting other depth.
Yuri immediately gets a spoonful and offers it to me.
Here, you should try some.
I looked for a couple seconds, wondering, but I instinctively go in to taste it.
Oh.
Huh, you weren't kidding. It definitely has an interesting flavor to it. Yuri, what's wrong?
I offered it and fed you without realizing it.
Oh, I realized I went in without thinking about it either. I think I may have blushed a little myself after she explained it. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. I just got absorbed and didn't think either. Though we are dating, that's something that couples do, right?
Yeah, that's true. After some quick thinking, I cut off a piece of my steak and put it on my fork. In that case, would you like to try some of mine?
There.
I tried some of yours, so I thought it'd be equal to offer. Though with some hesitation, she goes in for a bite. After a moment of chewing, the nervousness on both of our faces seems to fade away. I feel a smile crack on our faces as the both of us laugh it off. With the moment over, we happily continue and finish up our meals. After eating and paying the bill, I decide to walk Yuri home. I slightly remember the path from that one morning, but as we get closer, the memories start to come back to me again. What a morning that was, for sure. Walking and talking for a little while as I followed her, we finally reach her home.
Well, this is my stop then. I really enjoyed it tonight, Hallie. It was really fun coming out with you.
Definitely, it was a lot of fun. We should definitely do this again sometime. The night really was great as I look back on it. Got to spend some quality time with Yuri and eat at a nice place. I really wish we didn't have class tomorrow or anything like that. Well, it is getting kind of dark out, so I should get to go. Suddenly, I got a soft feeling on my hand the moment I thought of turning around.
Wait, Hallie, do you...
It's clear to me Yuri was having a hard time putting her words together, but I take a guess at what she wants to say. Would you like me to come inside with you? She simply nods.
Yes, I would.
I feel my cheeks immediately get flushed at her request. There she goes, putting her charming spells on me again. It's hard to say no, especially since I could immediately read what she wanted from me. As fate would have it, though, I feel a cold breeze run through me as we stand there staring at each other. My body visibly shivers, with Yuri feeling the vibration through my hands.
I would also hate if you were to catch another cold.
An incredible woman wants me to come inside her home with her while I have school tomorrow. It's either a really good stroke of luck or misfortune. I felt her warm grip on my hand tighten.
Please, don't go yet.
I don't have much of a choice, do I? Of course, I'll stay a little longer.
Thank you.
I wonder how much the word little will mean after this. As we entered the house, Yuri guided me down from the main hallway into her bedroom. There's a sense of slight familiarity as we go in, reminiscing to the events of that morning again. But now that I had a chance to fully look around now, I realize it's like I'm in a different world entirely. I wonder if this is how Yuri felt when she visited my house.
Here, make yourself at home. I'll go get us something to drink.
Yuri heads back a little way down the hall as I looked around. Present tense, man, come on. Her room is almost a librarian's dream, what with the books all around, shelves filled with them neatly tucked in, with some on her desk. The room had a comfortable atmosphere to it, now seeing it in more detail. The familiar scent of the aromatherapy candles from a while back wafted throughout her room. I glanced at the spines of some of the books, seeing a bunch of familiar and unfamiliar titles all around. If there isn't the word for a literature bug somewhere in the world, I'm sure Yuri would qualify easily. Just then, Yuri appeared with a platter with 2 cups on it.
Here's some tea if you'd like some, Hallie.
Oh, thank you very much. I go to grab one of the glasses as I see Yuri going and cleaning up the books on the desk.
Sorry, I didn't have much time to clean up as I wanted to.
That's alright. Here, let me help you with that.
Oh, it's okay. I can get it.
I see Yuri just take a stack and pile it under the shelf very quickly and neatly.
There we go.
I have to say, though, Yuri, your house is really nice. How long have you lived here?
For a while, even before I was born. My parents moved here when we were young. They did quite a bit of customizing to get a certain flavor of life, as they said. It took a while to get it right, but they still change a few things here and there all the time.
Oh, I see. I like it. It's very cozy.
I'm sure they'll be glad to hear you say that.
The 2 of us laugh, drinking our tea for a moment of silence and rest. I look up at Yuri as she looks like she's spacing out staring at me. Before I could say a word, I felt her come close to me and put her hands around my waist.
Hallie, can you hold me?
I could feel the lustful but shy energy in her voice and movement as she went up to me, and I happily obliged. Of course. I wrapped my arms around her for a moment, embracing her as I looked down. Immediately, Yuri looks up and gives me a kiss, causing me to reciprocate it. We easily get caught up with one another before she pushes me on her bed and lands on my lap. Okay, hold on a second. I'm just embracing her as I looked down. But I thought she was taller than you, bro. What happened to that? Anyway, yep. I could feel her warmth breathing as she laid against me, her hands rolling over my shoulders and chest. But after a minute, she sits up. Yuri, are you all right?
Yes. I'll be right back. I just have to visit the restroom. Please just wait here a moment.
Okay, that's fine. Yuri immediately went up to the right, up the hall. I sit up and wait for her, but I couldn't help but think about what had just happened. Something is definitely bothering her, but I can't really put a finger on what. I want to at least check up on her or see if everything is okay. Now again, maybe she just needs a moment and just needed to go to the bathroom. I wouldn't want to impose and put more pressure on her than need be. Well, goodness. Ugh. What should I do? Go check up on her, stay and wait for her. Man. Well, here's the thing, dear viewer. I wanted to cut this session slightly short because of my throat and all that. So even though we could pick one of these right now, we're just gonna kind of let it go for a little bit, and we'll just have like slightly short episodes this week, and you're gonna have to slightly deal with it because I'm slightly sick of being sick all freaking month, and it's just not going away. But anyway, that is going to do it for now. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time with more of a normal VN. Hope to see you then. Bye bye.